Ayman Ajayi is the new head of the stores department at MTC Company. He manages 10 employees with diverse qualifications in purchasing, accounting, and management, yet the department operates in a state of constant friction. The first sign of this breakdown is a lack of work schedules. Without defined duties, employees spend their shifts arguing over task ownership and daily responsibilities. Internal surveys reveal that these employees see no path for career advancement and cannot explain the logic behind their own salary levels. MTC's operational friction exists because the department lacks a defined structure to channel its existing talent into productive workflows. Even a group of highly qualified individuals will default to chaos without an underlying human resource architecture to synchronize their efforts. Human resource management is the strategic and coherent approach to managing an organization's people to ensure they contribute to its specific objectives. While often viewed as an administrative burden, modern HRM functions as an interconnected operating system for human capital. This entire system relies on one foundational data point: job analysis. Job analysis is the process of examining a position to identify its duties, its relative importance, and the specific conditions required to perform it. Using job analysis as the starting node removes guesswork from the HR lifecycle, providing the data needed to pay, train, and evaluate staff accurately. To organize the MTC department, management must extract objective data from the daily work using 4 established methods. The interview and questionnaire methods collect data on required skills and knowledge directly from the employees and their supervisors. The observation and diary methods track the actual tasks performed and the physical environment the worker inhabits. These methods bypass personal assumptions to uncover the exact requirements for success in a given role. Systematic data collection replaces departmental confusion with a verifiable record of organizational activity. The raw data from job analysis is sorted into 2 distinct organizational documents. The first is the job description, a detailed statement of the activities, purpose, and responsibilities tied to the position itself. This document formalizes the hierarchy by defining immediate superiors and subordinates. Mapping these explicit reporting lines ends the territorial arguments among the MTC staff by establishing who is accountable for every task. The second document is the job specification, which translates those duties into the human traits required to perform them. A job specification lists the necessary education, experience, physical fitness, and mental abilities for the role. By setting these standards, the organization avoids hiring personnel whose qualifications do not match the task complexity. Defining both the work, the description, and the worker, the specification, creates the blueprint for managing a department's human capital. This data feeds the first organizational pipeline, training and development. The process begins with a training needs analysis, which measures the gap between an employee's current skills and the expected performance level. Comparing an employee's profile against the job specification reveals exactly where their skills are deficient. MTC can then apply specific training, such as on-the-job understudying or specialized off-the-job courses, to bridge those documented gaps. Structured training operates as a targeted engineering fix to close the specific skill gaps documented in the job specification. To provide a path for career advancement, MTC must implement performance appraisal, the process of monitoring an employee's execution and potential. Objective appraisal requires a benchmark. The job specification provides the criteria used to measure an employee's success. An effective system relies on data that is accurate and valid, linked directly to the requirements of the job description. These evaluations focus on job-relevant behavior, ensuring that personal traits irrelevant to the role do not influence the rating. Tying appraisals to job analysis protects employees from managerial bias and provides a transparent roadmap for promotions. To resolve pay inequity, management uses wage and salary administration, a systematic approach to distributing compensation. The core of this system is job evaluation, which calculates pay based on the relative value and difficulty of the work performed. This model illustrates how job evaluation balances the weight of job duties against a corresponding salary block. This ensures employees are paid for their actual responsibilities, rather than arbitrary figures or personal demands. The final pay rate is further refined by external factors: the company's ability to pay, market rates from competitors, and the scarcity of specific skills. A structured system allows management to justify every paycheck with data, explaining to each employee exactly why they earn their specific rate. Compensation rooted in job analysis reduces resentment and ensures labor costs are aligned with the financial reality of the business. Ignoring job analysis results in specific downstream costs. Ambiguous roles and opaque expectations often lead to indiscipline, manifesting as chronic absenteeism, insubordination, and poor work performance. When individual roles or employee pay are perceived as unfair, personal grievances can quickly escalate into formal collective trade disputes. These disputes often require expensive interventions, like collective bargaining, government mediation, or legal arbitration to resolve. Many labor relations crises are the result of a missing or poorly executed foundational HR structure. In the MTC Company case, Ayman Ajayi used job analysis to organize an ad hoc group into a functional unit. By mapping the work, the worker, and the pay, the friction was eliminated. Every function in the HR lifecycle depends on the integrity of the data provided by job analysis. A failure to define a job accurately creates a cascade of errors through training, appraisal, and payroll. Job analysis provides the data necessary to synchronize individual labor with an organization's specific operational goals.